Welcome to Fleet TV. I am Matilda Omenai. The headlines.
Terrorists from Mali and Burkina Faso now in Northwest. Lagos driver jailed 5 years for inflicting harm on policeman. Deborah shot dead as policeman and soldier clash in Ebonyi State. CHIMA CH also stepped back from pageant after Miss Universe feat. Now the news in full. Terrorists from Mali, Burkina Faso now in Northwest and Niger State. The Senate yesterday raised the alarm that terrorists from Mali and Burkina Faso, who operate under the aegis of Lukarawa, have invaded Kebbi, Sokoto, Kaduna, and other states in the northwest and Niger State in the north-central, saying the trend now had an international dimension. The alarm came barely days after the House of Representatives, Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, and other northern leaders and traditional rulers raised a similar alarm. Consequently, the Senate asked the military to set up early warning mechanisms to forestall further incursions, as well as maintain presence and vigilance in the affected communities to halt activities of the terror group from spreading further across the region. It, however, commended the military for their prompt response to insurgents in the north and other parts of the country. The upper chamber also directed the military to work with the communities and other security agencies and tasked the federal government to send an assessment team to the affected areas to estimate the extent of damages done by the terrorists and determine the immediate relief needs of affected families. Recall that the terrorists raided some communities in Kebbi State about 2 weeks ago, killing over 17 persons and setting houses on fire. The Senate observed a 1-minute silence in honor of the deceased community members killed in the wake of the terrorist incursion. America returnee found dead in Ogun hotel room. The Ogun State Police Command has confirmed the death of one Sunday ABIDO age 51, whose lifeless body was discovered in a room at Cresta Hotel GRA Shagamu on Wednesday. The command spokesperson SP Omolola Odutola disclosed this in a statement sent to journalists on Thursday. Odutola explained that the chief security officer of the hotel, one Mr. Oluwole, reported the incident regarding the discovery of the deceased customer to the police. She said that on receiving the report, a team of detectives visited the scene, and on arrival, they found the body of the deceased already placed inside a car outside the hotel, being prepared to be taken to the morgue by his family. Odusola said the deceased brother, Jimoh Gode, residing in Mota, Lagos State, informed the police team that his brother had arrived in Nigeria from the US on Saturday, November 16, 2024. She explained further that Gode said he had called at the hotel on Monday, knocked on room 109 where his brother was staying, but he got no response, after which he requested a spare key from the manager to enter the room, when he discovered his brother's lifeless body. The body has since been evacuated to OOUTH morgue in Shagamu for an autopsy. No known cause of death yet, and the case will be transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department for discreet investigation. Lagos driver jailed 5 years for inflicting harm on policeman. A Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja on Wednesday convicted and sentenced a 38-year-old driver, Sunday Okodo, to 5 years imprisonment for inflicting grievous bodily harm on a police officer. David Sapenia, attached to the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority. Justice Onyidamola Ogala, who delivered the judgment, convicted Okodo on 3 of the 5 counts filed against him by the Lagos State government. The court found him guilty on counts 2, 4, and 5 and acquitted him on the remaining charges. According to the prosecution, Okodo hit Sapenia with his vehicle while attempting to evade arrest for driving against traffic warning. He was accused of resisting arrest, reckless and dangerous driving, driving without a valid license, assaulting a police officer, and attempted murder. Okodo was first arraigned on Monday, 2021, and pleaded not guilty to the 5 counts. The State Director of Public Prosecutions, Dr. Babajide Martins, requested a maximum sentence for Okodo, emphasizing that the case was of public interest. Meanwhile, the defense counsel, Mr. Boniface Ohemu, urged the court to temper justice with mercy, noting that the defendant was a first-time offender and had an elderly mother. While handing down the verdict, Justice Ogala stressed that sentencing serves as retribution, deterrence, and protection of society. She noted that the interests of the victim, the convict, and the society must be balanced in determining the appropriate punishment. Justice Ogala in count 2 sentenced Okodo to 4 years imprisonment for causing grievous bodily harm. She, however, said with this time he spent in custody between February and November 21, it will be credited towards his sentence. For count 4, he received a 1-year sentence, while count 5 carried a fine of 20,000 naira. The judge ordered that all sentences be run concurrently. Laborer shot dead as policemen and soldier clash in Ebonyi. A laborer was killed with 3 others injured in a clash between a soldier on the bike and the policemen on the stop and search duty in Ebonyi State. The incidents our correspondents gathered occurred on Wednesday morning in Ugwachara village in the Ebonyi local government area of the state. The deceased laborer was hit by a stray bullet while the policemen allegedly tried to disarm the soldier who was on mufti. The soldier is said to be serving in Operation Kachayama in Kaduna but on pass in Ebonyi State. The Commissioner of Police Adaku Uchianya confirmed the incident on Wednesday. He said the policemen were on stop and search patrol and stopped the soldier who was on a motorcycle to search him, which caused a scuffle between him and the policemen in the process. CHIMA CH to step back from pageants after Miss Universe hit. Miss Universe Nigeria CHIMA CH had announced her decision to take a break from beauty pageants following her historic performance at the 2024 Miss Universe competition. Speaking after her return to Nigeria in an exclusive interview with BBC Pidgin on Tuesday, Adechino expressed pride in her accomplishment, which she said exceeded her expectations. Adechino emerged as a fresh runner-up in the global pageant held on November 16th at Arena CDMX in Mexico City, marking a new milestone for Nigeria on the international stage. She is the first runner-up ever from Nigeria and West Africa. The 3-year-old who represented Nigeria alongside 125 contestants from other countries was also crowned Miss Universe Africa and Oceania during the event. Despite her success, Adechino revealed plans to step back from pageants to focus on education and explore new opportunities in modeling and acting. As Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, Adechino is set to work on various projects in collaboration with the Miss Universe organization. While specifics remain unclear, she revealed that her role would involve traveling across countries for development-focused initiatives.